Turkish Airlines Euroleague. I feel devotion.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to the draws for the 2011-2012 Turkish Airlines Euroleague season. We're happy to have you all with us today at this important event on the calendar of European basketball. Before we carry out the draw itself, I would like to give the floor to Mr. Jordi Bertomeu, the Euroleague basketball president and CEO.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the tip-off of our 2011-12 season. Special welcome, FIBA Europe President, Mr. Rafson, and our special guest, Coach Zeljko Obradovic, Dejan Bodiroga, and Serenas Jasikevicius for joining us today on this draw. We look to this new season with hope and expectation. Just yesterday, here in the city of Barcelona, we inaugurated our new headquarters, the new home of the Euroleague basketball. And this is the fruit of the work of the clubs, the leagues, and partners, and of looking ahead, of taking small steps, but always taking them to move forward. But today, I'm especially proud to announce that this season, a new partner is joining the Euroleague basketball. We welcome bwin as a new member of our sponsor family. bwin.party is currently the largest operator in e-gaming and has made basketball one of their strategic pillars. And this is the main reason why we believe this partnership will create value for our sport, our league, our fans, by being able to take advantage of synergies between both entities. And I want especially to thank Mr. Teufelberger, bwin Chief Executive Officer, and his team for joining us today in this draw. So the 12th Turkish Airlines Euroleague basketball will have more sponsors, more TV partners, new arenas, and the most important thing, more spectators. With the help and commitment of our clubs, with the complicity of our TV partners and sponsors, Turkish Airlines, Nike, FS Pilsener, and Mondo, we are going to make a better season. One that we started with this draw today, and will finish on May in Istanbul with the Turkish Airlines Euroleague Final Four. Good luck to everyone. Enjoy the draw, enjoy the summer. Thank you.
Thank you, Jordi. Now, Euroleague basketball recognizes the importance of the marketing area in our competitions and would like to acknowledge some outstanding executives by presenting them with the Euroleague Basketball Marketing Devotion Awards. The three finalists of the 2010-2011 season are Union Olimpia, Acefa Estudiantes, and Aseco Procom. And the Gold Marketing Devotion Award goes to Union Olimpia Ljubljana, Mr. Mateusz Jupancic, Communication Director, who will receive the award on behalf of the club. Please, Mr. Jupancic. Ladies and gentlemen, the Silver and Bronze Marketing Awards will be handed to the respective winners during the 2011 European Basketball Marketing Summit. That's when they will receive the second and third, the silver and the bronze. Thank you very much, Mr. Jupancic. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have one more award to give before moving on to the draws, and that is to the best coach of the 2010-2011 season. The winner of the Alexander Gomelski Coach of the Year Award is the head coach of Panathinaikos Athens, Mr. Zeljko Obradovic. Please, Jelko. Thank you both, gentlemen. You may both take your seats. Thank you, Jordi. Thank you, Jelko. Now, ladies and gentlemen, having recognized the outstanding work of the best marketing executive and the best coach of this season, it's now time to proceed with the draws that will have a significant impact on the outcome of the upcoming season for all of our teams. Today's draw will take place in two parts. We will draw the teams participating in the Turkish Airlines Euroleague qualifying rounds first, and then those that are participating directly in the regular season. We'll begin by briefly describing the competition system and the procedure of the draw. 16 teams divided into two brackets will play 3 qualifying rounds. A seeded draw will take place, placing teams into 2 8-team brackets. Teams will play a 4-day central venue tournament, with the winner of each one of these tournaments qualifying for the Turkish Airlines 2011-2012 regular season. The teams can now be seen on the screen divided by their seeds. The draw will be conducted with 8 different urns, one containing the 1 seeds, another the 2 seeds, the 3 seeds, and so on until we complete the 8 seeds. The 1 seeds will be drawn first and placed directly into the next available spot in each bracket for that seed level. The procedure will continue until both 8 seeds have been drawn and placed. To help us draw the teams, I would like to ask Mr. Diego Guillen, the competitions director of Euroleague Basketball, to come up to the stage and join us. So, Diego, we will begin drawing the 2 teams from the first seed, the number 1 seed, and we'll place them as you go along. So, whenever you're ready, please feel free to draw the first 1 seed team that will go to qualifying round A. Remember, these will be 2 separate tournaments taking place over 4 days, the winners of which will have a spot in the Euroleague. This is a tradition, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. I always tell Diego not to use his hand cream before he comes onto the stage. Okay, thank you. And that's Asvel Basket Lyon Viervin going to the 1 seed spot in qualifying round A. Okay. And now for the number 1 seed in the next qualifying round. And that would be Alba Berlin. Alba Berlin. So our 2 number 1 seeds in qualifying round A, our French representative, Asvel Lyon Viervin, and Alba Berlin in our B qualifying round. Very well, let's move on now to the second seeds, the number 2 seeds, and begin whenever you're ready. And that would be Lietuvos Rytas. Lietuvos Rytas from Lithuania, taking the 2 seed spot in qualifying round A. Now let's go ahead and choose the second 2 seed. In this case, BC Khimki Moscow region. BC Khimki Moscow region going to qualifying round B. Okay, now we move on to the 3 seed. And the first 3 seed is KK Cibona Zagreb. KK Cibona Zagreb going to qualifying round A in that bracket there. Okay, and we can go ahead and choose the second of our 3 seeds. and that would be Czech Basketball Nymburk from the Czech Republic. Czech Basketball Nymburk. Okay, that takes us now to the 4 seed. And the first 4 seed team, whenever you're ready. This one going to qualifying round A. Will be PAOK BC from Greece. PAOK BC. The second 4 seed going to qualifying round B. And we have Belgacom Spuro Basket from Belgium. Belgacom Spuro Basket. Okay, let's move on now to the 5 seeds. The 5 seeds, and whenever you're ready, we'll choose the 5 seed going to qualifying round A. And that would be Galatasaray. Galatasaray from Turkey, taking that spot in qualifying round A. And for qualifying round B, the 5 seed is BC Donetsk. BC Donetsk from the Ukraine, going to qualifying round B. Moving on now to the 6 seeds. And the first team chosen, in this case going to qualifying round A, Cholet Basket. Cholet Basket, a second French team in that same qualifying round. And now, if you would, Banvit BK, which would go to the qualifying round B, Banvit BK from Turkey. And that takes us to our 7 seeds. First team chosen, 7 seed, is KK Budućnost. KK Budućnost. KK Budućnost then from Montenegro, filling out that pairing in qualifying round A. And now for the second and the last 7 seed team, going to qualifying round B. We have PGE Turów Zgorzelec from Poland. PGE Turów Zgorzelec from Poland. And finally, our last 2 teams, the 2 8-seeded teams. Let's see which one goes to qualifying round A and which one goes to qualifying round B. And it's BCM Gravelines Dunkirk going to QRA and playing, well, a national elimination round there between Asvel, Lyon-Villeurbanne and Gravelines. Very well, and now for our last team, the last team chosen, the second of our 8 seeds, going to qualifying round B, which will complete our 2 brackets for this Euroleague qualifying round. And that's VEF Riga from Latvia. VEF Riga from Latvia. Thank you very much, Diego. Thank you for your help. Ladies and gentlemen, here we have the 2 brackets. These are the 2 tournaments that will take place in separate venues. They'll play against each other for 4 days. And the winner will be our QRA, as we'll see now in the next draw for the regular season groups. The winner of the second will be QRB, qualifying round B. So, among these teams, 2 will be fortunate enough to play next year in the Euroleague. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have completed the qualifying rounds draw, and it is now time for the most important draw of the day. And of course, the most important competition of the season. The best teams in Europe are anxiously awaiting to know who they will be matched up against in the groups of the Turkish Airlines Euroleague 2011-2012 regular season. So let's not keep them waiting. Now, to explain how things will work, the names of the 24 teams will be drawn and placed into 4 groups of 6 teams each. The 6 teams in each group will play against each other in a round-robin format during the regular season phase of the competition. After regular season play has ended, the first 4 teams from each group will advance to the top 16. The first and second place teams from the top 16 groups will then advance to the playoffs, playing a best-of-5 series. The 4 winners of those series will advance to the climax of our season, the Turkish Airlines Euroleague Final Four, which, as you know, will be held in Istanbul in May. The urn will be customized. Our teams have been separated into 6 seeds in accordance with the Euroleague club ranking. The seeds can be seen on the screen and the information pack that was distributed to you earlier today. Now, the urn will be customized for each individual draw. In other words, we will be placing only the teams that can be drawn in that particular slot into the urn. In some cases, only 1 sphere will be placed in the urn because it is the only possible team that can be drawn into that slot. We will explain as we go along. Now, beginning with the 1 seeds, the teams from each urn will be drawn and placed in the 4 groups before proceeding to the next seed, and so on until we have finished all of our seeds. Now, as stated in the bylaws, 2 teams from the same country cannot be drawn into the same regular season group. However, as there are 5 Spanish teams in the draw this year, the restriction will be applied as long as it is materially possible until it becomes inevitable. Obviously, 4 groups, 5 teams. At one point, the very last point, 2 of those teams will have to coincide in one of the groups. So please note that the teams from the Adriatic League will be subject to the same country restriction. They will be treated as if the Adriatic League had the same condition of a country. Now, if following the conclusion of the qualifying rounds, a team drawn in a group where there is already another team from the same country, they will trade places with each other, with the other qualifying round team, that is, as long as this does not produce the same situation in the other group. So if QRA is an Italian team and goes into a group with an Italian team, we'll switch with QRB as long as that doesn't produce another conflict of the same type. Now, on the screen, you can see the 4 empty groups where our teams will be placed as they are drawn. To help us draw the teams, I would like to invite 3 very well-known individuals from the world of basketball, 3 of our greats, to come up to the stage. So please welcome Coach Željko Obradović, Mr. Dejan Bodiroga, and Mr. Sharas Jasikevicius. Please, gentlemen. Thank you for joining us, gentlemen. It's always an honor to have you. Coach, you can stay right there, actually, because you'll be the first to draw. And I would ask Dejan and Sharas to come over here. You know exactly where to go. Okay, now, we're ready to begin. So I'm going to ask Coach to draw the first of the 4 one-seeded teams, the top-ranked teams in the EuroLeague, and we'll place them, first one in Group A. And that would be Olympiacos Piraeus. Are you familiar with that team, Coach? Very well. Next up, going for Group B. And that would be Panathinaikos Athens. You're even more familiar with that team. Panathinaikos Athens going to Group B. Now for Group C, Real Madrid. Real Madrid going to Group C. And finally for Group D, FC Barcelona Regal going to Group D. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I mentioned that we would be making each urn custom-made for each draw, for each group. In this case, it wasn't necessary. All 4 teams go straight in. There are no restrictions whatsoever. But from now on, I will say exactly the teams that are going into each one of the urns. Okay? So for Group A, joining Olympiacos Piraeus, we have 4 teams. We have 4 teams, and I would ask Coach to come here and change places with Dejan. Dejan, it's your turn now. So we have 4 teams that are going into the urn. That would be Montepaschi Siena, Caja Laboral, Maccabi Electra Tel Aviv, and CSKA Moscow. There's no restrictions here for this first group. So all 4 of the teams are eligible to be drawn into Group A. Don't relax, Dan. You're not the first person to have that problem here today. Okay, so we have Caja Laboral. Caja Laboral going to Group A. Very well, now we take the remaining 3 teams, and all 3 are eligible to go to Group B with Panathinaikos. That would be Montepaschi Siena, Maccabi Electra Tel Aviv, and CSKA Moscow. And let's see who goes to Group B. In this case, it is CSKA Moscow going to Group B with Panathinaikos. Okay, so far no problems for incompatibilities. For the 2 remaining teams are both eligible, and we can place them in the urn. That would be Montepaschi Siena and Maccabi Electra Tel Aviv. Either of the 2 eligible to play in Group C against Real Madrid. And the team going to Group C is Maccabi Electra Tel Aviv. Maccabi Electra Tel Aviv going to Group C. And finally, the last urn for Montepaschi Siena. Montepaschi Siena. Montepaschi Siena going to Group D. And now, Dejan, I would ask you to change places with Sharas. Okay, we're going to prepare now for 3-seed Group A. There are 4 teams, but only 3 are eligible. We have Partizan MTS Belgrade, Unix Kazan, and Fenerbahce Ülker Istanbul. Now we'll see which one of these 3 goes to Group A together with Olympiacos and Caja Laboral. Fenerbahce Ülker Istanbul. Fenerbahce Ülker Istanbul going to Group A. Very well. Now, because of the restriction with the Spanish teams, there is only 1 team that can go into Group B, and that would be Unicaja. The reason for that, of course, is that Unicaja cannot play in A, in C, or in D. So, let's see if Sharas got it right. Unicaja, you got it right. Good job. Unicaja, perfect. Now we move on to Group C, and we have 2 teams remaining. Both teams are eligible. Partizan MTS Belgrade and Unix Kazan. Let's see which one of the 2 will join Real Madrid and Maccabi Electra Tel Aviv. That's Partizan MTS Belgrade. Partizan MTS Belgrade going then to Group C. And finally, Group D, Unix Kazan, the only remaining team. Unix Kazan. Unix Kazan going to Group D. Very well, now I would ask Coach to change places with Sharas for the next level, which is the 4 seeds. Gentlemen, you're doing an excellent job. I'm not sure if the teams are happy, but that's another story altogether. Very well, so for this first Group A at this level, we only have 3 teams that are eligible. Those teams are Asseco Procam Gdynia, Bizkaia Bilbao Basket, and Žalgiris Kaunas. One of these 3 teams will now go to Group A. And that would be Bizkaia Bilbao Basket. Bizkaia Bilbao Basket, the 5th Spanish team, and here is where we have the 2 in the same group because it's inevitable. Very well, now we go to Group B. All 3 of the remaining teams are eligible. Asseco Procam Gdynia, Anadolu Efes Istanbul, and Žalgiris Kaunas. In the previous draw, it was Anadolu Efes Istanbul that could not participate in Group A because of the presence of Fenerbahce Ulker. Moving on now to the team going to Group B, and that would be Žalgiris Kaunas. Žalgiris Kaunas joining Panathinaikos, CSKA Moscow, Unicaja in Group B. Now for Group C, 2 teams remaining, both teams eligible. Asseco Procam Gdynia, Anadolu Efes Istanbul. And joining Real Madrid, Maccabi Electra Tel Aviv, and Partizan MTS Belgrade in Group C will be Anadolu Efes Istanbul. Okay, Group C, Anadolu Efes Istanbul. And now for Group D, the only remaining team, Asseco Procam Gdynia at the 4 seed level. And we have Asseco Procam Gdynia. Very well, thank you, Coach. Now if you can switch with Dejan. I think you're getting the rhythm of this. All right, we're at the 5 seed level. For Group A, all 4 teams are eligible. So we have EA7 Emporio Armani Milan. We have Union Olimpia Ljubljana. We have Brose Baskets and NGC Cantu. Let's see which one of these 4 teams will go to Group A and join Olympiacos, Caja Laboral, Fenerbahce, and Bizkaia Bilbao Basket. And we have NGC Cantu. NGC Cantu going to Group A. Now for Group B, all 3 teams that are remaining are eligible. So EA7 Emporio Armani Milan, Union Olimpia Ljubljana, and Brose Baskets. Let's see which one will be going to Group B together with Panathinaikos, CSKA, Unicaja, and Žalgiris. And that would be Brose Baskets. Brose Baskets joining Group B. Now, Group C, only 1 team is eligible of the 2 remaining. That would be EA7 Emporio Armani Milan. And that is, of course, because in Group D, we have another Italian team, Montepaschi Siena. And since we cannot put Armani Milan, Emporio Armani Milan in Group D, we have to put them in Group C. EA7 Emporio Armani Milan. Group C. And our final team at this level going to the urn for Group D, Union Olimpia Ljubljana. Union Olimpia Ljubljana. Very well, and now, Sharas, please, for the last level, which is the 8 seeds. We have 4 teams available or eligible for Group A. That would be Sluk Nancy Basket, KK Zagreb Croatia Osiguranje, and the winner of qualifying round A and the winner of qualifying round B. Any one of those 4 teams can go with Olympiacos, Caja Laboral, Fenerbahce, Vizcaya, and NGC Cantu. And that would be Sluk Nancy. Sluk Nancy from France, taking its place in Group A and completing that one. Now for Group B, we only have 1 team eligible, which is KK Zagreb Croatia Osiguranje. Now the reason for that is that both Group C and Group D have representatives from the Adriatic League. Therefore, this member of the Adriatic League can only go to Group B. And the KK Zagreb is the team then, Croatia Osiguranje, filling and completing Group B. Moving on to Group C, well, it's easy now. Winner of the qualifying round A and winner of the qualifying round B. No restrictions because we don't know who they are yet. Let's see which of the 2 goes to Group C. And in this case, it is qualifying round A winner. Qualifying round A winner. And finally, the last turn, the winner of the qualifying round B. And here we have winner qualifying round B. Very well, I would like to thank our 3 distinguished helpers that have been here with us. Thank you very much. Coach, thank you, Dejan, thank you, Sharas. It truly is an honor having you here with us at this event. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Everything is in place for the next exciting season of the 2011-2012 Turkish Airlines Euroleague, where the best teams in Europe will begin the journey to become the champion of the continent. Don't miss a game. For your information, a random computer draw will be held to assign letters to each of the teams, establishing the game days and the order of games in each group. The final calendar will be available later this week on Euroleague.net.
Turkish Airlines Euroleague. I feel devotion.
CEO of BWin Party, the newest partner with Euroleague Basketball, has announced 3-year deal at the 2011-12 Turkish Airlines Euroleague Draw here in Barcelona today. Welcome to the Euroleague Basketball, and tell us what attracted BWin to be part of basketball in Europe like this.
Thank you very much. It's a very, very important next step for us in executing our comprehensively thought-through sponsorship strategy for BWin. We are a partner of professional sports and sports in general for many years. Basketball is one of the 3 pillars of our strategy, and to have that partnership for us is extraordinarily important for the future.
Now, Euroleague Basketball, the Turkish Airlines Euroleague, seen in 192 countries on 5 continents last season. The Euro Cup is seen almost as far and wide. What does that kind of coverage around the world do for BWin?
It's what we are looking for. We are looking for those kind of partnerships. BWin is striving to become the global destination for sports betting for sports fans worldwide. Basketball, the fascination of basketball is a fantastic asset which we try to now actually make even better and build a partnership which is not purely sponsorship but is far beyond sponsorship.
Passionate, devoted, die-hard fans is what everybody talks about in European basketball. Now they're going to be customers of BWin as well. What does that do for you guys?
Obviously, we will try to piggyback on that passion. Our consumers, our customers at BWin are very passionate and feel very strongly about their passion as well. And we are very much standing for a partner and a partnership to improve the sports integrity. It's a big issue right now. Everybody talks about we being a sports betting operator in association with professional sports is something which is a huge and important step for us to ensure that everybody places a bet in a safe and fair and regulated environment.
And what can the fans expect from this partnership between BWin and Euroleague Basketball?
We will try to bring much more to basketball than just a bet. We will try to add some thrill, some adrenaline to the sport by developing betting formats, but also not only betting formats, but also we will launch a multimedia content and entertainment platform interlinking betting propositions with live sport. We will stream all 190 games on bwin.com for free to all of our consumers, and bear in mind we have about 1 million visitors a day.
Okay, there you heard it from Norbert Teffelberger, co-CEO of BWin Party, the new partner with Euroleague Basketball for the next 3 seasons. Thank you very much, Mr.
Thank you very much.
And thank you very much. I'm Frank Lawler from Euroleague.net and Euroleague TV, and we have just seen the Turkish Airlines Euroleague draw for the 2011-2012 season, and we can give you a little rundown of the groups and how they went in the regular season. We have in Group A, Olympiacos, Caja Laboral, Fenerbahce, Ulker, Biscaya Bilbao Basket, NEG C, Cantu, and Sluk Nancy. In Group B, Panathinaikos, CSKA Moscow, Unicaja, Žalgiris Kaunas, Brose Baskets Bamberg, and KK Zagreb. In Group C, Real Madrid, Maccabi Electra Tel Aviv, Partizan Emtis Belgrade, Anadolu Efes Istanbul, Emporium Armani Milano, and a qualifier from the qualifying round. And in Group D, Barcelona, Montepaschi Siena, Unix Kazan, Asseco Procom, Union Olympia, and the other qualifier from Group B. So those are the groups so far for the regular season of the new Turkish Airlines Euroleague 2011-2012.
Can you do the interview like that?
Sí, sí. Sí, van a hacer una foto, pero... Yo me alargo de la persona. Sí. Sí. Yo fuera. Yo fuera.
You can start presenting him and later move like that.
Okay.
Dime, Oscar, cómo quieres que se ponga Frank mejor y cómo se...
Primero dentro y después fuera.
A little bit of...
I see. Okay. English and Spanish and Russian? Russian?
Both.
Right.
In same time.
Frank Frank Lawler from Euroleague TV, here after the 2011-2012 Turkish Airlines Euroleague Draw with the representatives of the club, starting with Andrei Batutin from CSKA. You tell me. Frank Lawler from Euroleague TV, here after the 2011-2012 Turkish Airlines Euroleague Draw in Barcelona. We know the groups for next season, and we're talking with the representatives from the club, starting with Andrei Batutin from CSKA Moscow. Welcome again, Andrei, and good luck next season. What do you think of the group that you and CSKA will be playing against next year? First in Russian, please.
Каждый сезон, наверное, те же слова. Мы очень рады получить этих соперников в нашу группу. И я уверен, что после прошедшего сезона Евролиги, неудачного для нас, наши болельщики, наши фанаты заслуживают, чтобы команда выступила намного удачнее. И сейчас очень много разговоров, что ЦСКА провел очень хорошую селекционную или рекрутинговую кампанию. Я уверен, что это не самое важное и не самое главное. Основное – это сделать хорошую химию внутри команды, чем мы и займемся уже с сегодняшнего дня. И будем двигаться в этом направлении маленькими шажками, но я надеюсь к победам.
And in English, we'll remind everybody again, CSKA is with Panathinaikos, Unicaja, Žalgiris, Brose Baskets, Bamberg, and KK Zagreb, a new team. What do you think of the group?
You know, each season, same things. We are really happy to receive this group of team in our group. And after last unsuccessful Euroleague season, I'm sure our fans deserve much better than last season. And, you know, everybody said CSKA have made very good recruiting company, and this is not final yet. This is not final result for us. Most important to create, to find good chemistry inside the team, and we start to work in this direction from today.
Okay, we look forward to seeing CSKA back on the court in October. Thank you, Andrei.
Thank you, Frank. Thank you. Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you very much. As you know, we're talking to the Euroleague, Turkish Airlines Euroleague club directors about the various groups that have been drawn in today's Turkish Airlines. Hello, from Frank Lawler from Euroleague TV, here with the representative from Regal FC Barcelona, Mr. Raventos, Mr. Pled. And first of all, tell us what you think about the groups in English, that the group that your team is going to play next season.
Our group maybe now is the most strong groups of this season, but it's the first time. But maybe as the season is continuing, we have more difficulties because the group of the qualified maybe is a strong group, and we have a very long travels and very hard. But I think we can do pass in the first place or in the next level.
Thank you very much. You want to say the same in Catalan for the TV here?
Okay. Em sembla que d'entrada no sigui un grup molt complicat, però això només és d'entrada, perquè segurament a la mida que veiem que els partits avancen, els grups són molt competitius, tenim grans viatges una miqueta llargs, i el grup de l'últim, que ve de la fase prèvia, ens pot trucar un equip molt important, com el Quimpi o el Galatasaray, però bueno, esperem que l'ajuda dels nostres aficionats puguem passar amb una bona posició al següent pas.
Thanks again, Mr. Blade.
Thank you.
As we see, we're revising, looking over the groups from the Turkish Airlines Euroleague Draw. We will continue now with Anadolu Efes Istanbul and their representative, Mr. Alper Yilmaz. Good to see you again, Alper. You have Real Madrid, Maccabi, Partizan, Milano, and a qualifying team that you'll find out about later. First in English, tell us what you think about the group.
All the teams are very good in Euroleague as usual, and we have, I think, tough group because everybody playing very well at their home court. Partizan is unbelievable in their home court, also Madrid and Maccabi. But really this year we want to play in Final Four in Istanbul. It's our home, it's our home court, so we want to be in Final Four in Istanbul. So we want to start a very good season, then the top 16, then the playoffs. But we have to go game by game. Every game will be difficult. I hope it will be a very good season for us.
Okay, and can you say for the Turkish fans so they can hear as well?
İstanbul'da oynanacak Final Four için gerçekten çok büyük bir takım kurmaya çalışıyoruz. Elimizden gelen en iyi basketbol oynayacağız. Sizin desteğinizle bu sene İstanbul'daki Final Four'da yer almak istiyoruz. Gelip salona bizi desteklerseniz iyi bir Efes takımı seyredeceğinize, iyi bir basketbol seyredeceğinize inanıyoruz. Şimdiden teşekkür ediyoruz.
Okay, thank you very much, Alper. Good to see you. Okay, we're reviewing the groups, and we continue with Mr. Shimon Mizrahi from Maccabi Electra Tel Aviv. Good to see you again, Shimon. And tell us a little bit first in English about your group with Real Madrid, Partizan, Efes, and Milano.
Going over the 4 groups, I think that we are the toughest one. We have Partizan, and we have Pilsen, and we have Armani Milano. And for sure Pilsen will be very strong. They would like to qualify to the Final Four in Istanbul. And I think that it's very attractive one. We have to be in our best to go on.
Okay, in Hebrew for the Israeli TV, please.
אני חושב שממבט על 4 הבתים יש לנו את הבית הקשה ביותר עם קבוצות מאוד מנוסות ביורוליג, ריאל מדריד, פרטיזן, שלא לדבר על הקבוצה מאיסטנבול, פילזן, שוודאי רוצה להפיל לפיינל פור שערך באיסטנבול. קבוצות אלה הן קבוצות מאוד מנוסות ביורוליג, אבל גם אנחנו לא קוטלי קנים. יהיה לנו קיץ מאוד חם שיתחיל באוקטובר, ואנחנו נהיה ערוכים ומוכנים. תודה רבה.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mizrahi. Look forward to seeing your team again next year. Of course, Shimon Mizrahi from the runner-up of last year's Euroleague season, Maccabi Tel Aviv. Next, we're with Nedim Karakas from Fenerbahce Ulker. Good to see you, Mr. Karakas. Please tell us what you think about the group, first in English, that your team will play against in the regular season.
Now, first of all, I want to say good luck to all the teams and Turkish Airlines Euroleague all the season developing and growing year by year, much more emotion. And now this year, another emotion expect to us. And first, if we are looking our group, 2 strong Spanish team, 2 neighbor, they are playing, and Bilbao this season. They made excellent job, and Kaya Lobaral we know always. And the other 2 teams, Cantu from Italy, they also successful this season. Nancy is champion of the France, and old France, our France, Olympiacos, is a strong group. We are our goals to be qualified first to top 16 and to be participate to Final Four in Istanbul, because in Istanbul everybody wants to see a team. If it's the Turkish team, must be Fenerbahce. Our fans is expecting that.
Okay. And, I don't know, Turkish TV? No, I think we're done. Do you want to say your impressions real quickly in Turkish as well?
Yes, for the Turkish league, I can say this year also is much stronger than last year.
Okay. Thank you very much, Adam. Okay. Reviewing the 2011-2012 Turkish Airlines Euroleague Draw with now Christos Stavropoulos of Olympiacos. How are you doing?
Okay.
Good to see you. Let us know, first of all, what you think about the draw in English.
It's too early to talk about the draw and the team, especially because all the teams are building their rosters right now, so it's too early to talk. Our point is that we want to build a competitive team that they will fight in every game of the EuroLeague.
And you have, of course, you mentioned the group and not the teams, Caja Laboral, Ulker, 2 new teams in Cantu and Bilbao Basket, and Nancy, who was in the league but is coming back this year, so it's a different kind of group in that regard.
Yes, I think that is a very interesting group. There are many new teams in this group, and I think that we'll have a very interesting, very good games.
Okay, thank you very much, Christos. Again, we're reviewing the groups for the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague 2011-2012 regular season, and we will talk next with Fernando Minucci of Montepaschi Siena, one of the Final Four teams just a month ago. Good to see you again, Mr. Minucci. Tell us a little bit about your thoughts on the group that you'll play in the new regular season in October.
Yes, it's tradition that we will play against Barcelona. So good tradition, good opportunity, and group is very strong. Kazan, long way, but okay, we try to participate again in Istanbul Final Four.
And if you could give us your impressions in Italian as well of the group.
Come tradizione abbiamo pescato il Barcellona, è una buona tradizione, favorevole, è un gruppo difficile, trasferte lunghe, però speriamo di poter ancora una volta partecipare alle Final Four.
Okay, we hope to see you again next year at that stage. Thank you. Frank Lawler from Euroleague Net. We're here on Euroleague TV going over the groups, and we are going to now talk with the representative of Real Madrid, Alberto Herreros. Good to see you, Alberto. Tell us what you think, first of all, in English, about the group that Real Madrid must play against next season.
We didn't lack, no time. We didn't lack. Our group is really, really hard with very, very good teams and a lot of experience. But with Maccabi, with FS Pilsen, he played in Final Four in Istanbul, is very difficult for us.
Okay, now in Spanish, maybe for the Spanish audience, what do you think about this group that we should mention again? Real Madrid, Maccabi Electra, Partizan, FS, and Milano, plus one qualifying team in español.
Bueno, es un grupo, te he dicho, complicado. Yo creo que muchos de los equipos creo que son favoritos para estar en la Final Four de Estambul. Es un grupo que yo creo que hay que hacernos fuertes en casa e intentar ganar los partidos que podamos fuera de casa porque son canchas durísimas en Europa, ¿no?
Okay. Thank you very much and good luck in this season. As we said, we're going over the groups. Okay, we're going over the groups from the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague Top 16 or regular season. Thank you again. Good to see you from Unicaja. You are going to speak to us in Spanish about your impressions about the group. Tus impresiones sobre el grupo en español.
Es un grupo muy difícil. Tenemos al campeón actual de la Final Four de la Euroliga y un equipo que siempre es muy importante como el CSKA de Moscú. Y los demás son equipos que conocemos, que están a un buen nivel y no deja de ser un grupo de los más duros que hay actualmente en la Euroliga.
Vale, muchísimas gracias. Thank you. Okay, let me go over the groups once again for anybody who joined us late. Oh, I'm sorry, we have another representative from Union Olimpia, Ljubljana, and Mate Zupancic. You can step over here, Mate, and tell us a little bit about what you think about the group. We should remind people that also Union Olimpia won the marketing award today, gold marketing award for their efforts in marketing throughout the last season. Congratulations on that, and tell us what you think about your new group for next season.
Yeah, that's true. Olympia being stuck in that fifth level of the draw, it's impossible for us to get the easy group, but also we like that because we try to always try to surprise someone. Last year we were very successful at that, and we will try to repeat it.
Let's go over your teams again. Let's go over your teams again with Barcelona, Montepaschi, Unix, Asseco Program Gdynia from Poland, and of course a qualifying team that you will know later. But already it's a tough group even without the extra team, yes?
Yes, it's a tough group, but Ljubljana always likes to host big names, big teams, so we're not afraid of that. But also there are some teams who we can surprise, we can beat them.
And from the marketing award, we know that people will be filling the stadium in Ljubljana to try to beat those big teams next year.
Yes, absolutely. We are very proud of that award, especially because we are working with a very low budget, but we have to produce a high budget product. And we succeeded in that, and we hope to continue.
Well, we wish you luck next season doing the same.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mate. Okay, thank you very much. As you said, the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague Final Four. I don't have to talk. Turkish Airlines EuroLeague Final Four. The regular season Group draw, we'll go over the teams again. Group A, Olympiacos, Caja Laboral, Ulker, Bilbao, Cantu, and Nancy. Group B, Panathinaikos, Moscow, Unicaja, Žalgiris, Broj, and Zagreb. Group C, Real Madrid, Maccabi, Partizan, Efes, Milano, and a qualifier. And Group D, Barcelona, Siena, Unix Kazan, Procom, Union Olympia, and another qualifier. Join us in October for the start of the EuroLeague regular season. Thank you. Thank you. Sí, ¿quién? Milo, Lara. Good to see you. How are things? Let me look at your group real quick since we're not doing live.